Okay, guys. Don't put on the floor. Oh my God. You crazy? Look at that thing.
Yes, it's Biggie. I'm ready to say hi, Biggie. Biggie. It's an articulated python.
The python.
Snake in the world. This guy is 16 feet long.
Good.
Weighs 100 pounds, but he's only 6 years old.
I knew that.
This animal, when he was a baby, he was only this big. Sometimes people try to keep him as pets. Sometimes people don't do their research before they buy an animal or a snake as a pet, and they end up buying something that grows to this size. Now at this size, this snake is about as strong as 8 people. In the hands of somebody who does not know how to handle it properly, he could become extremely dangerous. Of course, an animal like this should never be kept as a pet unless you're a scientist or a zoologist. I can't believe that people would try to keep something like this in their home. This snake can open his mouth about that wide. He has 80 teeth in his mouth that are about this long. Now, he's not venomous. He kills his prey with constriction.
He
sticks out his tongue to smell. The tongue has 2 forks at the end, so they can tell which direction the smell is coming from. Now, they don't have arms or legs. They also don't have ears. They can't hear anything. They don't have eyelids, so they can't blink and they can't close their eyes. Their eyes are always open, even when they're sleeping. They have a clear scale that covers their eyes. Now, this guy is getting ready to shed his skin. So his skin is a little bit darker than usual, and you can see his eyes are blue. Because when he sheds his skin, the eye cap will come off. Now, she asked a very good question. She asked how I would know if he was upset. When you work with an animal like this on a daily basis for years, you become very familiar with their behavior, and you can tell when something isn't quite right. Now, if the sun comes out, you might be able to see it a little bit now, but if the sun comes out, his skin will actually shine like a rainbow. Aside from that, he has very, very beautiful markings and patterns on his body. Now, unfortunately, this is the type of snake that is most commonly used to make snakes in homes, like bags, boxbooks. About 3 million of these snakes are killed every year for their skin. Now, of course, when most people think of snakes, they think of running away and screaming, and they think of movies like Snakes on a Plane and Anaconda. But they don't think of the things that could be happening to them. In the next 10 or 20 years, these animals will be completely extinct if people don't stop hunting them. Now you can see the way that he moves. He stretches out and then he curls his body back up. A lot of people think that they're soft and squishy like earthworms, but they have hundreds and hundreds of muscles and hundreds of bones in their bodies. Alright, we're going to start to put it back. Now, one more thing about this snake. They kill their prey with constriction, and when they do that, almost every single muscle in their body is in a constant flex for 5 or 10 minutes straight. So to do that, the snake has one of the most powerful hearts in the world. When this snake digests his prey, his heart actually grows to be 4 times its normal size. So scientists actually use chemicals in the snake's heart and research for heart disease to find ways to make human hearts stronger. So even though so many people are afraid of these animals because of the movies, there are a lot of ways to make it help us. But of course, if people are afraid to study them, those things we never discovered. Now, there's one other thing about giant snakes that most people don't know. They're actually extremely ticklish. I'm going to say, bye, Biggie! Alright, so next, we're going to see who in this audience is very